Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. Started at 6:30 this morning. Not as early as I was hoping, but it was cold this morning, so I just had a tough time getting out of the tent. So now I'm just stopping to get some water. I stopped at a creek here about 5 minutes ago and bumped into two hikers I gave a ride the other day to Sonora Junction. So it's kind of nice to see them. And they are they were flippers on the PCT, so they're finishing off their hike. So we made it across. We happened to get to that creek at the same time, and we made it across kind of a log and rock crossing. This one that I'm at right now, there's a log upstream, but I don't like it, so I'm just going to get my feet wet and go ahead and ford this. But it's been a really nice morning, but it was cold to start with. It didn't bother the mosquitoes though. They're fine with the cold too, I guess. So anyway, got about 5 miles in so far, and I'm hoping to get to, well, I think I will get to Benson Pass, and then we'll see after that. This place is called Miller Lake. Just stopped here for some lunch. Pretty nice place to have a bite to eat. It would also be a nice place if you wanted to go for a swim, I think, but it's kind of not in my plans. So, very nice spot though. I got some climbing to do to get to Benson Pass. Okay, I'm at the top of Benson Pass. Just over 10,000 feet elevation. You can't see it, but there's a lot of snow just over the ridge here. But none on the trail. Still a lot of water off that snow, I guess. And then this is where I'm going. Not sure how far. There's some tent sites about a mile away and another one about 2 miles away. So see how I'm feeling, and then stop for the night. So yeah, this is the view, but it's going to be I can tell already, it's going to be a steep downhill, judging by the looks of that. But oh well. That's about 20 after 5. I'm at a place called Smedberg Lake. I couldn't resist stopping here. Mile 9, 69, I think. Beautiful spot. I was going to keep going a little bit for some tent sites, but I found a nice site here, so I'm just going to stay here tonight. It's I did 17 and a half miles today, which is pretty good. I feel pretty good about it. I felt way better today. My feet and ankles are hurting a bit, but that's normal. It's nothing unusual. So I've done a little over 60 miles, 61 miles I think, since I left Red's Meadows. So that was a good chunk today. And yeah, there's my tent. I'm gonna sleep with without the rain fly again. I haven't seen a cloud all day. The only issue with sleeping by a lake is sometimes you can have condensation, so you want to make, if there's a breeze, that helps. So I only saw about a dozen hikers today. The JMT, the John Muir Trail, is no longer, it's separated and went to a place called Happy Valley in Yosemite, and I'm no longer in Yosemite. So most hikers I've seen are section hikers or PCT hikers. In fact, one of the section hikers today, I'm not sure if he has a trail name or not. I asked him if he had one, and he said, well, it's Ronnie from Israel. So and he was he section hikes a lot. He's also done the PCT, most of it before already. So anyway, you know, chatting with these people, a couple German guys I chatted with as well. So yeah, this is where I'm going to stay tonight, and I'm going to enjoy it. Okay, 10:45. It's Tuesday the 29th. Been hiking for 4 hours now, and I've got this little snowfield. I wasn't sure where the trail went, but I just saw, just chatting with a hiker. He came down this little stretch here, so I'm about to cross it. It was, the tent site was a really nice site last night. I didn't get wet. It wasn't, you know, there was a little condensation underneath my tent footprint, but other than that, it was great, except there was a deer kept running around, scaring me, waking me up in the middle of the night. I don't think anything was chasing him, but anyway, kept waking me up overnight. So, and the moon, it was a full moon, it was just like a spotlight shining on you. But anyway, I'm headed to CV Pass, and you can see it's somewhere up there. So I'll be hopefully doing a little video up there. So I just got over CV Pass, Seavey, is how it's spelled. 9,100 feet. You actually don't even realize you're over the pass because it's kind of a mini canyon, I guess, that you go through. You really don't have any views. But it's lunchtime, so I'm stopping to have some bison jerky and a Snickers bar, maybe something else, we'll see, and then continue on. So it was a bit tough this morning, not terrible, but slow. Got lost twice. Once was on a great big granite outcropping that you have to cross, and there's many of them. A lot of times they'll have someone will put paths like rocks to make a path so you know which way to go, or they'll do a Inuk so you can see the direction. Anyway, there was no way of finding my way, so kind of, if you look behind me, that's what it's like sometimes, and you don't know where you're at. And then the other issue was at one of the creek crossings. It was just a jumble of logs, so I actually crossed the creek on a log without realizing it, put myself on an island. So fortunately there was a southbound hiker that was trying to figure out how to come across, and she didn't see me until I got across, but I had to get wet, which was, should have done that in the first place, I guess. Anyway, those things slowed me down in the steepness, although I don't feel too bad. I feel pretty good, actually. So I'm gonna hopefully get, because there's more downhill coming now. Downhill sometimes isn't faster just because it's steep, rocky, and you have to go slow. And that's really, really hard on the knees. But anyway, I'm going to finish my lunch and continue forward. You have to slow down and look at the flowers once in a while. That lady on horseback a couple days ago was telling me it's almost like, well, it's a late spring for the mountains. And you sure see it with the flowers. They're everywhere. everything is flowering right now. All right, 4:45, the end of the day. If you see me swatting, there's mosquitoes everywhere. I've got mosquito juice on, but it only lasts so long, and you don't get all of the places you need to. So stopped earlier than I kind of was hoping to today, or actually I was hoping to get further. I made it 14 miles, which I've come to realize in this part of the Sierra Nevadas, that's pretty darn good, because I just chatted with these two German young guys that they did 10 miles today. Ronnie from Israel, the guy I was talking about the other day, he says this is the toughest part of the PCT, the entire PCT. So it is tough. Today was really tough with just so many. The path is just full of stones, and even when they make staircases, which they've done, they did it like in the 1930s. It was part of the Roosevelt's plan to get out of the Great Depression, and so a lot of the money got spent on these trail systems. But they're designed more for donkeys and horses, and they're really tough, going up and really coming down. So my ankles are just, they're feeling it, and my knees a little bit too. So anyway, I decided to stop because, for one thing, this is a beautiful place. You don't see many like this. There's nobody here, which I don't get. Maybe there'll be more people coming through later, but I've yet to camp with anybody at night, and yet I've probably passed 20 people today. So maybe the timing is off or something. I don't know. But if you could plan to stop here, this would be the place to stop. So I was even thinking of getting up early tomorrow, but I'm not sure now. I was hoping to get to Kennedy Meadows North on Thursday, but it would be later in the day. So, and now that I stopped here, I'm probably going to stop and then get to Kennedy Meadows North early Friday morning, and which actually I think that might be better, because then I'll have a nice breakfast there, and then I can from there go to Bridgeport and get my vehicle. So anyway, 2 more days at least, probably 2 more days and part of a morning. So hopefully we'll have some more videos for you. I'd like to do more, but it's all kind of the same. So unless you want to hear me talk, and I can do that.